I wish you were here in San Francisco with us. If you're in the food business, this is the place to be. It's the Winter Fancy Food Show. Don't forget, there's 2 fancy food shows throughout the year. One winter here in San Francisco, and then summer in June in New York City. And this is the place where 25,000 distributors, buyers come from around the globe to find out what's new, what's next, what's hot. And frankly, in talking to a lot of the buyers from supermarket chains just yesterday, and it started, they're just going, wow, there's so much innovation here, whether it's plant-based foods, as we talked about with Denise, other new innovations that we haven't seen yet in food. This is the place to be. And also, as we talked about, besides just coming twice a year to the Fancy Food Show, Specialty Food Association is a resource year-round for education, for symposiums, for seminars, for education. This is the place that so many people that we've interviewed started out by having like this little booth. Now they're a multi-million-dollar operation, multi-million-dollar company, and frankly, SFA is what has made them. So now it's time to introduce our new chairman, Dan Dowe.
Thank you, Phil.
Congratulations, Dan.
Thank you very much.
So let's talk about the goals that you have for SFA over the term.
You know, Phil, success builds on success, and I'd been a director for 6 years before becoming chairman at the summer show last year officially. And we have amassed an enormous capital reserves, and proud of it because of the success of our shows. In this term that ends in June 2020, I refer to our board as the class of 2020, has some big aspirations. We have capital reserves and the resources to do it. We have the data to do it. We have the personnel to do it. And we kind of broke things up twofold. We are always looking to develop new member benefits because the members are our stakeholders.
Absolutely.
They essentially are our shareholders.
Yep.
And we want to continue to drive new member benefits, really looking at education. I think if you were here yesterday and day before, the speak-ups were a new invention for us to allow everybody to get a mic in their hand and come forward without officially being part of our board or our council. And we got a lot of input, great ideas that we wouldn't have had. So that was a step forward. We have the new SFA Cornell initiative, a training program of 6 different category modules that you'd have to study on and cram for and pass the test. But once you have the certification, that's going to go on your resume. And we're really proud of that because that's not just a certification, but it's a new business for us.
And also, when you look at Cornell, there's probably not a university better equipped to partner with. Saying that because my wife has gone there, my wife is on the board, but even besides that, I mean, Cornell really, from a food standpoint, is a number one. So that's a great partnership.
Sure, if you think Ivy League and you think food, it all leads to Cornell. And we're really happy to see that program moving itself forward. The curriculum is almost polished off, and we'll get going with our first enrollees probably in the spring of this year, April or May or so.
That's great. And how many enrollees will there be on the first term?
You know, Phil, that's a call probably for Phil Kafarakis and his team, maybe 50 to 100.
Fabulous. Wow,
but even
that's great.
The sights of it is it's a whole new platform. Right now we have an events platform, our winter show, summer show, and now the new summit. But the educational platform will be a whole new venture for us, and we're looking forward to it.
And what other goals? You mentioned two goals, one being education.
Well, you know, we looked at education, we looked at the engagement with the speak-ups. We have a new task force that started in the last term. It was initiated by our past chair, Becky Renfro-Borbola. I was chairman of that task force and remained chairman of it even as I rolled into chairmanship of the board. And that task force is looking at all kinds of initiatives from a television show to a social media outlet, to a new center. None of this has been board approved yet, but things that are really diligently being studied. Because we have the resources to do it, we're going to look to make some investments into these other new businesses. So we'll have events, we'll have education, and we may even have a media program, media division in the near future. All exciting.
Yeah. Very exciting and really a holistic approach to food that no other association has taken. So, Dan, congratulations. That's great.
Thank you, Phil.
Good. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to actually talk to some of the people who are making some of the most innovative foods that you're going to see right here at the Fancy Food Show.